A galactic mandate. Welcome to a new chapter of interstellar intrigue and romance. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you don't miss any part of this thrilling saga. In the bustling heart of downtown New Chicago, a sprawling metropolis that stretched seamlessly from what was once the Windy City into the Great Lakes themselves, Max Reynolds lounged in his high-rise apartment, gazing listlessly at the sprawling city lights. Little did he know, his life was about to take a turn towards the extraordinary. As midnight neared, Max's routine night was interrupted by a breaking news alert that crackled to life on his holoscreen. The sharp-faced news anchor announced, "Urgent news from the Galactic Council. Effective immediately, a new law requires every human male to marry 2 alien spouses. Compliance centers will be established globally to facilitate these unions." Max sat upright, his mind reeling. "Marry 2 aliens? This has to be a joke," he muttered, flipping channels in disbelief. But every channel echoed the same bizarre decree, stirring a mix of confusion and excitement within him. Fueled by a cocktail of adrenaline and curiosity, Max grabbed his coat and headed out, determined to discover the truth firsthand. The streets were chaos, alive with the buzz of speculation and the roar of hovercars. As Max made his way to the nearest registration center, he passed diverse groups of people, all animatedly discussing the implications of the Galactic Council's mandate. Max couldn't help but wonder about the species of his potential future wives. Could one be a luminous star beauty from Vega, or perhaps a mysterious shadow form from Epsilon Eridani? He thought with a mix of eagerness and apprehension. Upon arriving at the hastily assembled compliance center, a massive, dome-shaped structure aglow with neon signs, Max saw hundreds of men, young and old, forming a queue that snaked around the block. The atmosphere was a bizarre blend of festival and bureaucracy, with vendors selling "I My Alien Wife" t-shirts and food stalls offering cosmic calamari. Max joined the queue, his mind still spinning. What will they look like? How will they think? What have I gotten myself into? He chatted with the men in line, many of whom were just as perplexed and intrigued as he was. Rumors swirled through the crowd about the different alien species participating in this galactic pairing, from the intellectual Aquari to the enigmatic Zorblat. After hours under the neon glow of the compliance center, Max's turn finally came. He was led inside to a large hall where holographic displays flickered with images of alien beings, each accompanied by a brief description of their planet and culture. Max was astounded by the diversity: beings of crystal from Crystalis, ethereal spirits from Nebulon, and more. As Max approached the matching station, a polite android attendant greeted him. "Welcome, Mr. Reynolds. Let's find your ideal partners. Shall we start with your preferences in species traits or planetary climate?" Max paused, taking in the gravity of the situation. Choosing a partner was significant enough, but 2 from among the stars? It was overwhelming yet exhilarating. As he pondered his choices, he felt a tap on his shoulder. Turning around, he found himself staring into the eyes of an Aquari, her skin shimmering with a subtle glow, her expression one of gentle curiosity. "Hi," she said, her voice a melodious chime that resonated with warmth. "I'm Lyra. It seems we might be matched. I hope to learn about your world. Shall we talk?" Max nodded, suddenly grateful for the human touch in her voice. As they began to converse, Max realized this journey might not just be about fulfilling a bizarre law, but about understanding and connection. Little did he know, this was only the beginning of a profound interstellar adventure. Intergalactic introductions. Join us as we continue the galactic journey of romance and discovery. Make sure you're subscribed and have notifications on so you never miss a moment of this interstellar adventure. Max's first conversation with Lyra, the Aquari, was illuminating. Under the soft lights of the compliance center, they discussed everything from human culture to Aquari's fluidic expressions of art. The connection was immediate, a blend of fascination and mutual respect that neither had anticipated in this orchestrated chaos. However, Max was reminded of his obligation to choose a second alien spouse. The compliance center's environment was bustling with potential candidates, each more unique than the last. His next encounter was with Ilara, a vibrant being from the planet Solari whose body seemed to be made of living flame. Ilara's presence was as warm as it was mesmerizing, casting dancing lights around her vicinity. "Hello, Max," Ilara said, her voice crackling like a comforting fire. "I hear you are exploring connections. Fire can be wild, but in Solari, we learn to harness it for warmth and growth. What do you harness on Earth?" Max, intrigued by her metaphor, shared stories of Earth's technologies and ambitions, drawing parallels to the fires of human creativity and drive. As they talked, Max felt the initial anxiety of the situation melt away, replaced by a profound curiosity about the lives and loves of these extraordinary beings. With Lyra and Ilara by his side, Max left the compliance center, his mind buzzing with the possibilities of this new cosmic family. The trio decided to explore New Chicago, offering Max the chance to showcase his planet and for him to learn more about his companions' histories and dreams. As they walked through the luminous cityscape, Lyra and Ilara shared tales of their homeworlds. Lyra described the vast oceans of Aquari, where cities floated like lilies on a pond, and where music was not just heard, but seen in ripples of light across the water. Ilara spoke of Solari, a planet where the mountains were candles that lit the night sky, and the people thrived on the energy of their sun heart. Their tour took them to Millennium Park, now a blend of Earth's nature and alien enhancements. Here, Max introduced his new friends to the joys of human cuisine at a food festival showcasing dishes from across Earth. Lyra was fascinated by sushi, the concept of eating raw fish wrapped in seaweed sparking joy in her aquatic nature. Ilara, meanwhile, indulged in spicy foods, her laughter bright as flames as she dared Max to try a dish made with the hottest peppers known to humans. The evening ended at the Adler Planetarium, where they gazed at the stars through the advanced telescopes now capable of pinpointing the distant worlds of new friends and old foes alike. Max pointed out Earth's sun, a modest star in the vast tapestry of the cosmos. Lyra showed him the vibrant swirl of her home galaxy, and Ilara pointed to a bright speck she called home, a star that burned with a passion that matched her own. As they shared these moments, Max realized that this unexpected journey was not just about fulfilling a galactic mandate, but about building bridges across the stars. He was not just forming legal ties, he was weaving a tapestry of relationships that spanned galaxies. As they returned to Max's apartment, the night air brisk and alive with the energy of Earth and beyond, Max felt a contentment he hadn't known he was missing. With Lyra's soothing melodies and Ilara's warm glow beside him, he knew that whatever challenges lay ahead, the journey would be worth every step. Cultural convergence. Don't miss any twist in this interstellar tale of love and learning. Subscribe and activate notifications to explore the cosmos alongside our growing ensemble of cosmic characters. Morning dawned over New Chicago, the city a canvas of Earth's ambition under the watchful eyes of distant stars. Max, Lyra, and Ilara, each from worlds apart, found themselves navigating the complexities of their new life together, weaving a household from threads of vastly different cultures. The day's agenda was ambitious. Lyra suggested they attend a cultural exchange seminar specifically designed for interstellar unions like theirs. It promised insights into interspecies relationships and practical advice on blending disparate customs and traditions. As they made their way to the seminar, hosted in the newly established Galactic Integration Bureau downtown, the trio discussed their expectations. Lyra was eager to understand human family dynamics, while Ilara was curious about Earth's legal and societal norms, which now formed part of their shared reality. The seminar was a mosaic of species and stories. A Venusian diplomat shared his experience marrying into a Martian family, highlighting the challenges of dietary preferences and atmospheric needs. A couple from Earth and the silicon-based sentient rocks from Saturn joked about their rocky start, but shared heartfelt tales of finding common ground. Lyra, ever the artist, was fascinated by the array of cultural expressions. She sketched in her digital notebook, capturing the fluid forms of the Venusians and the rigid, crystalline structures of the Saturnians. Elara, meanwhile, discussed technology with a group of engineers from Jupiter's floating colonies, her fiery spirit ignited by the potential of solar tech advancements. In a breakout session, Max attended a panel on legal structures governing property and progeny across planets. The complexities were dizzying, but the underlying principles echoed a familiar theme. Unity and respect were universal values that transcended even the vastness of space. Post-seminar, the trio visited the Chicago River Walk, now a floating garden that served both as a tourist attraction and an educational platform about Earth's ecosystems. Lyra was particularly touched by the efforts to preserve marine life, seeing parallels with her oceanic world. Elara, drawn to the energy of the city, discussed ideas about integrating solar-powered art installations that could illuminate the walk at night. The discussion turned personal as they shared more about their pasts. Lyra talked about her life as a composer of visual symphonies, where music was not just heard, but seen in mesmerizing displays of light and water. Elara revealed her past as a defender of her planet's central flame, a source of life and energy for her people. Max listened, his heart swelling with pride and affection for these incredible beings who had become his partners. He shared tales of Earth's own struggles and triumphs, from the rebuilding of cities post-climate change to the communal efforts that led to the first successful Mars colony. As the day faded into an earthly twilight, the trio sat by the reflective waters of the river, their reflections mingling like their lives, distinct yet united. They discussed plans for a celebration of their union, envisioning a gathering that would blend the waters of Aquarii, the fires of Solari, and the spirits of Earth in a festival of lights and harmony. A festival of stars. Make sure you're subscribed and have notifications turned on to follow every moment of this cosmic celebration of unity and diversity. Preparations for the grand celebration of Max, Lyra, and Elara's union were in full swing, transforming Max's once ordinary life into a whirlwind of interstellar diplomacy and party planning. The event was set to be held at the Adler Planetarium, now not just a gateway to the stars but a bridge between worlds. Max took the lead on logistics, coordinating with Earth authorities and alien diplomats to ensure that all the unique needs of their intergalactic guests were met. Lyra contributed her artistic vision, planning a symphony of light and sound that would reflect the beauty of her underwater world. Elara, with her fiery enthusiasm, organized a series of performances that would showcase the solar dances of her people. As the day of the festival approached, the excitement was palpable. Shipments of exotic flora and fauna from Aquarii were installed around the planetarium, turning the grounds into a floating garden that seemed to drift on water. Solar sculptures from Solari, which absorbed sunlight by day to glow radiantly by night, were strategically placed to light up the festivities. The guest list was as diverse as the galaxy itself. Invitations had gone out to human dignitaries, alien ambassadors, and curious citizens from both Earth and the stars beyond. Each invitee was encouraged to bring a piece of their world, contributing to a tapestry of cultures that would decorate the venue. Cultural display. On the day of the festival, the planetarium was abuzz with colors, sounds, and scents from across the galaxy. Guests were greeted by the harmonious blend of Lyra's visual music, which painted the dome of the sky with auroral splendor. Below, Elara's people performed their traditional solar dances, spinning and leaping with sparks that lit up the twilight. Max mingled with the guests, introducing his human family to his new alien relatives. He found joy in the exchanges between his mother, who had brought old family photos to share, and Lyra's aquatic brethren, who reciprocated with holographic images of Aquarii's coral cities. Food and festivities. The cuisine was an adventurous eater's dream. Chefs from Earth and culinary experts from distant planets worked side by side to fuse their traditional dishes into new delights. A popular hit was the spicy Martian magma rolls served alongside the icy comet cocktails of Neptune, catering to a spectrum of alien palettes. As the evening progressed, a moment of unity was planned at the heart of the celebration. Max, Lyra, and Ilara led the gathering to the waterfront, where a ceremonial mixing of waters from Earth and Aquarii was performed, symbolizing the joining of their lives. Following this, a great bonfire was lit, fueled by Solari's crystalline coals, casting a warm glow over the assembled crowd. Reflections and promises. Later, as the guests danced under the stars, Max, Lyra, and Ilara stole a moment for themselves by the edge of the water. They reflected on the journey that had brought them together and the bridges they had built not just between each other, but between their worlds. Lyra whispered, "This celebration is like a symphony, each note drawn from the heart of our galaxies." Ilara added, "And each spark of fire is a promise for warmth and light in our joined futures." Max looked at his partners, his heart full. "Tonight, we didn't just blend cultures, we created a new family, and this is just the beginning." Navigating new norms. Ensure you're subscribed with notifications on to not miss how our interstellar family adapts to their new life together under one roof. The euphoria of the festival lingered as Max, Lyra, and Ilara embarked on the daily adventure of their new life together. Each day brought its own set of challenges and discoveries as they navigated the intricacies of their unique living arrangement in their shared home in New Chicago. New routines. The morning ritual became a dance of cultures and biology. Max introduced Lyra and Ilara to the concept of coffee, a beverage that quickly became Lyra's favorite for its rich, earthy tones, reminiscent of Aquarii seaweed brews. Ilara, however, infused her morning drink with solar flakes from Solari, turning her cup into a mini light show. Lyra took charge of decorating their home, merging water motifs and holographic art from her world with the warm, fiery designs of Solari, creating a living space that was both a water sanctuary and a sun temple. Their apartment became a local curiosity, emblematic of successful interstellar integration. Work and careers. Professionally, each had to adapt to the demands of Earth's economy while also honoring their roots. Max continued his work as a cultural liaison for Galactic Integration Bureau, a role that had expanded significantly since the marriage mandate. His insight into alien cultures made him a valuable asset, facilitating smoother transitions for other interspecies families. Lyra, with her artistic talents, began collaborating with Earth's musicians and visual artists to produce immersive performances that became the talk of the town. These events not only bridged cultural gaps, but also introduced Earthlings to the emotional depths of Aquarii expressions. Ilara, passionate about renewable energies, partnered with Earth's scientists to develop new solar technologies. Her Solari heritage brought breakthroughs in efficiency and design, revolutionizing how cities like New Chicago harnessed the sun. Cultural integration and challenges. The trio frequently hosted cultural exchange dinners, inviting neighbors, colleagues, and friends from various planets. These gatherings were filled with lively discussions about politics, philosophy, and the daily nuances of living among different species. Such events helped to foster a local community of interspecies understanding and camaraderie. However, not all was smooth sailing. Differences in body language and social customs sometimes led to misunderstandings. Lyra's subtle color changes, a form of Aquarii non-verbal communication, were initially lost on her Earthling friends, leading to some confusion during conversations. Similarly, Ilara's tendency to radiate heat when excited was something Max had to learn to anticipate and manage, especially during the colder Earth months. Learning and growing together. Despite these challenges, Max, Lyra, and Ilara found joy in their journey of mutual adaptation. They took language lessons together, Max learning the fluid syllables of Aquarii and the fiery tongue of Solari, while Lyra and Ilara tackled the nuances of Earth's many languages. One particularly memorable evening, the trio attended a lecture on interstellar diplomacy at the University of Chicago. The discussion centered around the evolving dynamics of Earth's place in the galactic community, a topic that resonated deeply with their family. It sparked a lengthy discussion among them about potential contributions they could make to foster peace and understanding between the stars. Reflections. As they sat on their balcony overlooking the city lights, the trio reflected on their shared experiences. The city below was a bustling hub of earthly and alien activity, a testament to the ongoing integration that they were a part of. "We are like the stars," Elara mused, her hand capturing the sunlight and casting patterns on the wall. "Separately brilliant, but together, a constellation that can guide ships through the darkest nights." Lyra smiled, her skin shimmering with the colors of deep water. "And music," she added, "a melody that carries across the oceans of space, bringing hearts into harmony." Max took in the views and the words of his partners, feeling a profound gratitude for the richness they brought into his life. "Here's to our constellation," he toasted, "may it grow ever brighter." Trials of Unity. Remember to subscribe and enable notifications so you can follow how our interstellar family navigates through their first major crisis. As the autumn winds began to swirl around the high rises of New Chicago, Max, Lyra, and Elara faced a new kind of challenge, one that would test the strength of their bonds and their ability to stand united amidst galactic tensions. Emerging conflicts. The peace of their daily life was disrupted when a diplomatic convoy from Draconis, a militant planet known for its aggressive expansion policies, arrived on Earth. The Draconians were seeking new alliances, but their methods and demands stirred unease among Earth's leaders and its interstellar residents, including Max's family. Max was called upon to serve as a mediator between the Earth governments and the Draconian delegates. His unique position as part of an interspecies family provided him with insights into both human and alien perspectives, which were crucial in these delicate negotiations. Home tensions. At home, the global crisis began to strain the household. Elara, with her fiery Solari instincts, felt a strong urge to protect her new home and family from any potential threats, leading to heated discussions with Max about the best course of action. Lyra, ever the peacemaker, struggled to maintain harmony within their apartment walls, using her Aquari empathy to soothe and mediate. Cultural rally. In an effort to demonstrate unity and promote peace, Lyra organized a cultural rally in Millennium Park. The event featured artists, speakers, and performers from dozens of planets, all united under the theme of galactic solidarity. Elara contributed with a spectacular display of Solari fire dances, which symbolized the light of cooperation shining through the darkness of conflict. Max, meanwhile, took the stage to speak about the importance of diversity and mutual respect in building a strong community. His words, broadcasted live across various media channels, reached not only the hearts of Earthlings, but also the antennae, sensors, and minds of many alien species residing on Earth. A moment of crisis. The rally was in full swing when a group of draconian agitators attempted to disrupt the proceedings. They denounced the efforts of interspecies integration, claiming it weakened the purity of galactic lineages. The confrontation was tense, with the potential to escalate into violence. Max and Elara quickly intervened, standing between the agitators and the attendees. Max used his diplomatic skills to engage the Draconians in dialogue, while Elara's presence served as a reminder of the solidarity and strength among the gathered species. Lyra diffused the anger in the crowd with a sudden, impromptu symphony of light and water, captivating everyone with its beauty and reminding them of what they had come together to celebrate. Resolution and reflection. The crisis was diffused with no harm done, thanks in large part to the courage and quick thinking of our family. The Draconians, impressed by the display of unity and the peaceful resolution of the conflict, agreed to revisit their strategies and engage in further discussions with Earth's leaders. That night, back at their home overlooking the now peaceful park, Max, Lyra, and Elara reflected on the day's events. They acknowledged that the road ahead would be filled with challenges, but they also recognized that their strengths lay in their unity and the diverse perspectives they brought to every situation. Max mused, "Today was a reminder of why we must continue to work together, not just as a family, but as a community of diverse beings. Ilara nodded, her eyes glowing softly in the dim light. Each challenge we face also lights a fire of our resolve to build a better world. Lyra added, wrapping her arms around them both, and every note of discord can be turned into a harmony if we choose to listen and learn from each other. Beyond the horizon. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications to catch the final installment of our interstellar family's journey into the unknown. As the leaves in New Chicago turned golden and fell, signifying the change of seasons, Max, Lyra, and Ilara prepared for their most ambitious adventure yet, a diplomatic mission to several key planets in the Galactic Council. Their mission was to foster alliances and promote peace, using their unique family as a symbol of interspecies cooperation and unity. Preparation for the journey. The weeks leading up to their departure were filled with preparations and briefings. Max, as the diplomatic lead, studied political climates and cultural nuances of the planets they planned to visit. Lyra focused on gathering artworks and cultural symbols from Earth and Aquari to present as gifts, while Ilara worked with engineers to ensure their spacecraft was equipped with the latest solar and safety technologies. First stop, Zephyria. Their first destination was Zephyria, a planet known for its gaseous landscapes and skilled artisans who crafted sculptures from the clouds. Here, Max negotiated trade agreements that benefited both Earth and Zephyria, while Lyra organized a visual musical exhibition that left the Zephyrians enchanted with the beauty of water and light from Aquari. A challenge on Draconis. Next, they visited Draconis, where tensions were initially high due to past conflicts. However, Ilara's passionate speeches about the power of change and cooperation, backed by her personal transformation from a warrior to a peacemaker, swayed the Draconian Council. A landmark peace treaty was drafted, with Max, Lyra, and Ilara as signatories, marking a historic move towards peace. Unexpected discovery on Sylvan. The journey took a surprising turn on Sylvan, a previously isolated forest planet. While exploring, Lyra discovered a rare plant species that had the potential to synthesize a cure for a disease plaguing Aquari. This discovery not only strengthened ties between Sylvan and Aquari, but also highlighted the importance of environmental conservation, a cause that Lyra passionately advocated for. Cultural exchange on Solari. Their final stop was Solari, where Ilara was reunited with her people. The visit was a triumphant homecoming for Ilara, and an opportunity for Max and Lyra to learn more about her origins. The Solaris hosted a festival of lights, where tales of Solari's sun-powered innovations inspired discussions about possible energy solutions for planets like Earth facing environmental challenges. Homeward bound. As their spacecraft journeyed back to Earth, the trio reflected on their experiences. They had navigated political landscapes, forged new alliances, and discovered unexpected opportunities for cooperation. Each encounter had taught them more about the galaxy's diversity and the potential for unity in diversity. Lyra, looking out at the star-studded void, felt a deep connection to the cosmos. Our journey has shown us how interconnected we all are, regardless of our origins, she observed. Ilara, energized by the success of their mission and her return home, was already planning their next initiatives. There's so much more we can do, so many more barriers we can break, she said with a determined glow. Max, ever the diplomat, was busy drafting reports and strategies to ensure the momentum they had built would continue. We've started something that can truly change the galaxy, he noted, proud of their accomplishments. A new dawn. As they approached Earth, the blue marble that was their shared home now seemed smaller, yet more precious than ever. They knew the challenges ahead would be many, but they faced them with renewed vigor, inspired by the bonds they had strengthened and the new ones they had formed. The stars above twinkled, not just as distant balls of gas, but as beacons of possibility, guiding them toward a future where the galaxy was not a place of conflict, but a symphony of cultures, each note crucial to the harmony of the whole.